Well, good afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start off with some of you eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed that after a lot of debating back and forwards, I decided to change my channel name after all, and I think I've come up with something a little more unique. I'm not going to tell you why I've changed my name to what it is, but what I will say is, if any of you in the northwest have a clue, drop me a note in the comments if you think you know why, what it relates to. I decided Lee's Life UK was a bit too boring, so I had a think, and that's what I came up with. This afternoon we're going for a ride up to Eccleston Delph Bike Night, which I believe is near Chorley. I'll link the address in the video for anybody that wants to go. I've never been to this bike meet before, but apparently it takes place every Tuesday. I think it's from 5:30 till about 9 o'clock, and there's a little famous noddy car. Yeah, so I'm going with Ivan again. Not been out with Ivan for a few weeks, and we set off from Ratcliffe, and according to the Google sat nav it's going to take about 55 minutes to get there. It's about 35 miles from where we set off, and luckily we've got glorious weather. So I'm guessing with the weather it could be quite busy when we get up to this place. I've been having a look on a few other YouTubers' videos who have been, and seen a few photographs, and it looks like it can get quite busy, which is a good thing. So of course when I get up there I will try and get you all a video, take you for a look round. I got myself a new bike cover. Had to get one from Mules at Manchester the other day, which some of you might have seen if you've seen my other video. So I think I got an XL one, paid 40 quid for it, an Oxford one, and it fits with all the boxes on. So let's hope this one lasts a little bit longer than the last one did. So we're currently going through Affetside, just going past the Packhorse Inn. So some of you who've seen my visit to Mules at Manchester, it was quite funny. I went there not expecting to be able to get a video, and I went in, spoke to the first chap I seen, asked him if I could video, and he was very accommodating. All the staff were really nice, to be fair. and he let me go and film at my leisure. And then I later found out it was Philip Yule, the owner. So what's the chances? I couldn't have picked a better person to ask. So just want to thank Phil for letting me film in there, and I'm hoping at some point when they get a demonstrator in, I'm hoping to be able to go and have a test ride of the new Honda CB1000, just for personal use, obviously. Unless I win a lottery, I can't afford to buy one, but I really want to go and have a test ride. Way! Nearly just ran over a chicken. That was close. I nearly had a free chicken dinner. That's the kind of thing you've got to watch out for when you're riding bikes, because you just don't know what is going to come in front of you. Whether it's a car pulling out, or an animal crossing the road, or even the chicken. So there you go. Well, we've only set off about 10 minutes. We've already had a bit of entertainment for you. Let's hope there's not too much more of that kind of entertainment. Now, this junction, Ramsbottom Road, if any of you know it, to Bury Road, I don't know if you know it, but it's an absolute nightmare, because you can't see what's coming from the right, so you kind of have to just take the plunge and hope nothing's coming. Apparently people have asked the council to put a mirror on the bend so that people crossing that junction can see what's coming, but they've never done it. So no idea if there's ever been any accidents there, but if there's not, I'm sure at some point there will be. And for the sake of a mirror, it's pretty disgraceful. I love it when it's nice sunny weather like this. Look at that view. So, what kind of bikes do you guys ride? Let me know. Do you ride adventure bikes, sports, tourers, full-blown sports bikes, enduros? Let me know what you ride and why. I think I was 16 when I started riding motorbikes. Did my CBT, and I think, what was the first bike I had? An Honda NSR 125. Unfortunately, that was stolen, and I think I had a Honda CG 125, popular CGs, and I had the Aprilia RS 125, and then when I passed my test I had several bikes. So started off with a Honda CBR 600, and that's the only bike I've ever crashed. Luckily I wasn't injured. The bike was completely injured, unfortunately. And then I sold that, I traded it in for a Yamaha YZF R1. So I was 21 at that point. So I sent an email to, I think it was a Superbike magazine at the time, as they put an article in the magazine saying that the youngest person they could find that had an R1 at the time was 25. So I sent them the email. They emailed me back and said, okay, then so what's your insurance? So I told them I think it was about 1,200 quid for the year. And I don't think they believed me. But it was entirely true. 21-year-old, and I had a Yamaha YZF R1 as my second bike after passing my test. And I tell you, it was a brilliant bike. And for a sports bike, it was actually pretty comfy from what I can remember. So I've also had Kawasaki ZZR 600, the ZZR 1100, 1200 and 1400. The 1400 was just awesome, absolutely awesome. And it's a shame really, because a while back, before I got this, the Tiger 1050, I actually went to the Superbike factory and I wanted to have a sit on one, because to be honest with you, I would have had another one any day. It was a comfy bike, lots of power, loads of power, awesome looking machine. And when I sat on it, it just didn't feel right. It was weird. I don't know. It was just strange. You know, I think at some point I'd like to go and have a sit on another one, because I do love the ZZR 1400. You know, it's probably one of my favourite bikes, to be fair. All round, you know, looks, power, comfort, but it just didn't feel right. Another one of these awkward bends. So yeah, I'll find one at some point and have a sit on one. The only thing is, I'd want all the luggage on it, and I don't know what you guys think, but I don't know if they look right with all the luggage on. You can find them. There's not a lot of them about, but you can find them, and you can obviously put the full luggage systems on. But I'd want to do that, or at least get bag panniers, so that I can take them, put them on and take them off, you know, when I'm going to go touring and stuff. It's definitely something I consider in the future, maybe a bit of a newer one. What else have I had? I've had a Suzuki Bandit 600, and I've had the Suzuki Bandit 1200. The 1200 again was another fantastic bike. Loads of power. And when I was a little younger, that's the bike I actually learnt to do a few naughty tricks on, like your wheelies and your stoppies and stuff. Obviously I don't do anything like that these days. I'll probably go straight over the handlebars or end up on my backside. But yeah, that's the one I learnt to have a bit of fun on. And then I didn't ride for about 10 years after the ZZR 1400. Then obviously I started riding again, just I'd say about a year and a half ago. That's when I got back into biking. Strange, at the time I never thought I'd have another bike again. Now I just love getting out on it. I probably love getting out on it more now than when I was younger. So, I don't know if any of you spotted as well, but I happen to have the Mick Doohan replica RI helmet, which is one my dad had years ago, and Mick, my motorcycle instructor, who sadly passed away a few years ago now. They both had that helmet, and I remember it from when I was a kid. So when I seen it at the MC Hub, I was like, I have to have that. And it wasn't cheap. I think it was about £800, but it's you know, basically my pride and joy now. But what I will say, which is unfortunate compared to a lot of the more modern helmets, is when it's sunny like this, it doesn't have sun visor in it or anything. Obviously I know you can get tinted visors and stuff, and you can wear sunglasses, but a little internal visor would have been a good little addition to it. So we've probably already been on the road about 15 minutes or so, and look at the views already. There's an idiot overtaking. Not at a very good place. Sounds so much better with this Delkovich exhaust on. You've probably seen in some of my other channels that I was going backwards and forwards at whether or not to have this on, but when you wind it up, it sounds awesome. So I had aftermarket exhaust on the ZZR 1400 as well, and that sounded awesome too. There's a lot of cars here. I'm not entirely sure where here is. Stones Bank Road. So Ivan came out today. He said he's not rode the bike for about 4 weeks, and when he comes to start it, it wouldn't start, so he had to get his booster pack out. So what kind of places do you guys go riding? Where do you go? What's your favourite places? I'd like to go abroad at some point. I've seen people going to Spain and other places, France, and some of the roads in them places look awesome. You know, while you're riding, it's not too bad. When you stop, you feel like you're melting. So I'll be glad when we get to our destination and I can take my coat off. Having said that, in weather like this, with this kind of clothing on, it's probably a good way for you to sweat a few pounds off. I tend to keep my visor open a lot of the time, so obviously I do occasionally end up with something hitting me in the eyes, but I just tend to find I need that fresh air coming in. So I found this place kind of by accident. Another motorcycle vlogger called the Birchwood Biker left me a comment in one of my videos, and obviously, as you do, I had a look at his channel, and I've actually got a couple of different ideas now thanks to him. So this is one of them, the Delph Bike Night, and there's another one called the Ray Bike Meet. So apparently that's the first Thursday in every month up until September. So I'm not sure I'm going to get to go to that one, to be honest. So we're just heading over Rivington at the moment. Apparently we're about 14 miles away from Delph at the moment. This is another lovely little road until you get to near the end of it. Then it's like pothole heaven, well, hell. So you have to be a bit careful at the moment when you get over towards the end. But a lovely bit of road. Eccleston Delph motorcycle meet. For those of you that want to see. As you can see, there's lots of bikes here. Looks like there's a place you can go and get some food as well. This is our 1400. Just take you for a quick look round. Another ZZR 1400. Look at the paint job on this. Triumph Rocket. It's lovely. Another, look at this little Kawasaki here. Another Triumph Rocket here. Let's look at all the different bikes. There's Ivan again. I'll try and take you for another look round. There's Ivan.
I cut myself at the boat today and it's just started bleeding again.
Yeah, he's just got himself a boat. So he's how did you cut yourself?
Fitting some solar panels.
Oh, lovely.
The metal things that come that I bought for it, looking sharp as fuck on the edges. And it just took some skin off and
Oh. Nice.
so
The joys of having a boat, eh?
I was like, what's going on?
So I'll just take you for a quick walk around. So me and Ivan are parked up here. Apparently the queues are massive, so we won't be getting some food just yet. Look at this. BSA. So let's have a quick look round over here. Another fancy on the go wing. In good condition, isn't it? Or if you want to take a passenger, get yourself one of them. On the Blackbird for sale here, if anybody's interested. How many miles has it done? 72,000 miles. It's in tidy condition. That is on a V-Reg. Not for me.
All right.
I'll put it on my channel though, so
Oh, right, thanks.
anybody that watches,
Okay. Which channel?
you know, it's I've only just started it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Monkey Town Bike I'm called.
Right, brilliant.
So
Yeah.
I've put your details in the video. Let people have a look.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem at all. There you go, guys. So if you want to have a look a bit more, I've shared the contact details, so get in touch. As you can see, it's packed out. This blackbird coming out now. Listen to the sound of this. It's nice. Yeah, you probably see it's quite busy here.
It is rather, isn't it? A lot of bikes. A lot of bikes.
Right, on that note, guys, I'm going to go and try and get some food and enjoy the sun. And I'll see you in the next one.